Hey guys, welcome back to our series of Webflow crash course. In this one, I'm going to show you how you can create a landing page using Webflow without writing code. And we are only going to use Webflow's core features that I showed you in the last video. As you can see here on my design, let me just shrink this camera. As you can see, I have a design here done in Pixo. I'm using this Pixo. You can use this Pixo also. I think because it's quite alternative to Figma and it's also free. You can use this. You can give it a try. And if you want this design file, you can check out the link given in the description. And you can also play with the file. And you can also convert the landing page. You can follow the process so that you can learn by doing, right? So as you can see, I have a design, I have a navbar, the one that we have discussed in the last video, right? And I have a single column layout here, with, like, let's say here we could use a flexbox. Here I have a hero image, here I have these client logos, here I have these feature sections, right? Left and right one. Here we have this latest news. Here I'm going to show you how you can use Webflow's CMS. I have promised you this one in the last video. Here we have a CTS section and our footer section. So only few sections are there. I think these sections are enough to learn Webflow basics to create any page, because here we are going to cover Flexbox, CSS grid. We are going to use Webflow's responsive panel to create responsive for mobile one for this page, right? And let's start with that. Before we start, I want to let you know that I'm using a font called Inter here. So you have to add your font here in Webflow. To add a font in Webflow, either you click here, or let's say if I click here, it says add fonts, right? I click there, it will take me to this website of section of Webflow's settings page. Here fonts, we don't have Inter there, so let's select here. I just type Inter, and here let's just select some regular fonts, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just selecting them. It depends on your choices, whatever the fonts you are using, the font weight, you can do that. And from there I'll just go to designer again, so that I have a font, right? So this is my process when I'm building any website. So this is how I build. I add font first, and then export all the images. Let's say here we have a logo as an image, here we have logos of our clients, here we have this image, blog images. I export all of the images and add them first here, so that I have everything in place, just to start building my website, right? Once you have added your fonts, now here in the style panel, click on this body, and in the style selector click here, so that it will show you all these classes you have, and the pink one is the default class that Webflow is providing you, right? For all the bodies in your website. So for all the bodies in my website, I want to use a font called Inter. Let's find Inter is here, and this is the font size, and 24 is the line height I'm using. And here I want to use this color. Let's grab the color from here, for 950. And this one here, you have the color there, right? So mean this color will apply to all of my fonts on the website, or my body colors. Here we have images, we have fonts. Now let's set up these buttons. We have two types of buttons, small and large. Small, and I think again large button. So let's create button first. Let's create a small button. I'll just zoom in here, and here I will just add button. Okay, simply add a button here. Before that, let me show you how to add a container. Here you do control E to pull up this find bar and add a section. And when section is selected, hit control E again and add a container. This is your container means it's a fixed value of your viewport, right? So that is the maximum value your content would be in within, right? It won't go outside of it until and unless you create or you use positions, absolutes and fixed and all. It depends on that. So my container here is has the width of, let me select this, 1140, and inside that you have 12 paddings given from both sides. You can see those blue lines. So let's say here my container, let's say I'll just write before I write container, let me delete these css from our previous demo. Let me just clean them up, I don't want to use them. Okay, gone. Okay, now here at this container I want to make it container maximum. Right now maximum with 940, let's make it 1140. So now it's 1140, and inside that I'm going to add a button. Here's my button, and let's get the button color from here. What is the button color? Button color is this. Let's go there and just change the button color. Here my button color. What is the radius of that button? Radius means the corners of that button is 6 pixel. So I'm just going down here in this radius border, in this border section inside radius I'll just write 6. So from all the sides it will be 6. And what is the font size of that button is 16 pixel, and semi bold, inter semi bold. So I'll just do that 16 pixel. Let's go here, 16 pixel 24, semi bold, enter, right? Text is like sign up. This is sign up, see, it looks like that, right? And what else do we have here? I think we don't have anything else there. Let's set up its line height to 18 or so. And what is the padding? 10 10 and 16 16 from both sides. Let's say from top and bottom 10 padding and 16 from the both side, right? So here our button, let's make a large button. How to make a large button? So let's say you have one button created, a class. Now uh, again add another class here, say large, right? Large. So it's a large button. Large button, we just have to change its padding and all. A padding is 16 16 from top bottom, and from left and right we have 24 24. So let's say 16 16 16 16 24 and 24. You can use your, let's say, alt and just drag these, it will work, right? But I mostly prefer to use keyboard, not that drag one, because sometimes it doesn't give a perfect one. Okay, so now you have small and large button. So large button, we have text says try scale for free. Let me use that. Okay, so this is our small and large buttons here. Okay, so we have our buttons ready. These are the classes. You can use this class anywhere. Let's say I am adding a button on a different page, and I want to make this button like this smaller one, right? The default one is the smaller one. So I'll just go here and I'll just add this class button. See, simple. This is the use of CSS in Webflow, the classes that you can easily call and give up the style that you have already predefined, right? So our buttons are ready, so let's delete them. It won't go anywhere, just deleting it from the viewport. Here let's use headings. Here we have to use headings also. From for headings I will use heading heading 1 2 3 4 5. Let's use the 6th one also. So here h1 h2 in the setting panel I'm changing all these. As you can see, you can follow along, you can speed it down if you want. This is h5, I guess. Yeah, h5 and h6. It is also telling you what is the heading of this item, right? The heading you're using, h1 h2 h3 h4. So by default we are using, for heading we are using 48 and the color is black, right? 48 for the sorry, medium font weight we are using. So let's set all the fonts of we have Here let's go medium, and let's make it black. Let's not use that black. For H2 also, medium and black. For H3, black, I'll make it medium. For here also H4, black, I'll make it medium. For this one also H5, medium and black. H6, H6, medium and black. Now let's go there, and what is the font? This is our H1. Let's say this is our H1. It's 48 and 60 pixel of line height. 48, let's set this as 48 and 60 for line height. Let's say this is our H2, 40 and auto. Let's say 48, we can use 40. Let's make it 40, 40 and 48. Here we can go, and let's say this is our H. I think this is our H2 again. This is our H3, but let's say this is our H3, and okay, this is also H2. This is our H3. H3, let's use this as H3, 28. For H3, let's go and use 28 and 36. For H4, this is our H4, the block title, 20. H4, all over H4 will be 20 and 28. I'm just using 8 here. Here it by default gives you these ones. You can remove them if you want. I just want to keep these for now. Right, so now you have your headings, your buttons are all set to go. Right, you have your color. Here in the style guide you can see you have everything that you want, right? 72, so that I think we have added this in the last one. Let me add a color so that I can use it if I need it any time. Just go here, and the color is this, brand color, all, and the color of this text is this, text color. I'm just giving a name. You can give a proper name, meaningful name. Make sure you always name them properly. So here we have section. Inside container we have headings. Let me delete all the headings now, and let's start developing this page. So I'll try to use the predefined sections given by Webflow. So I need a heading, right? I need a header. As you can see in the design, we have a header. So for adding a header, what I'll do, I'll just click here on this plus in the layouts. In this one, I'll just find the header I want. I think this matches with my requirements very well. This one. So I'll just go here and I'll just drag and drop. I don't have to do anything else. I'll just drag here, and inside that they might have used the container or something. Container, they already have a container. Let's not use their container. Let's use our own container. So here we have our own container, and let's not use these things. I think I don't want to use them. Let's use our own container. Let's make it auto. From margin auto, setting auto means it will leave space from, let's say if you set auto from both the side, mean it will be in the center. Whatever the content size you have, it will be in the center. Okay, so for this one background, I want my background to be white. I don't want to use any predefined color here. Let's take it as an example. Here the image, I'll just choose my logo here. I have my logo. What are the links I have? Home, features, blog, and sign up, right? Home, features. and block. So here we're going to change a few things. Let me delete that, delete this, delete that. And for this one, I'm not going to use the primary given. I will just use my own button, the smaller one. I think we had, right? Get started. Let's use sign up, sign up, sign up. So this is my button. From top, what is the padding from top? It is 16. Let's add a 16 from top. 16 from top. Padding, I think that's it. See our overhead. Let's go and see the size of this one. 14 pixel regular, and this is the color for the that one. On here, enter normal. We already have that. For all the nav links, that will be our color. Let's say if you want to make it nav link the medium, let's make it medium, right? So this is how you can make it. And what is the spacing? Spacing is like 24. Let's add 12 from sides. Right now it is that much. I don't want this margin there. I just want 12, 12, 12, and 12 means by default it's like 12, 12. Here I want 24 again, but how can I do that? I'll just add a class here called M for margin, L for left, and a hyphen. Let's say 12 because I already have 12, right? So I'll just add these and I'll just add margin 12. See, this is how our would look like as per our design. That is our header. See, it's easy, right? It's super fast. You can use Webflow's core library to create layouts. So not every time you have to create these things from scratch because it takes time. So you can use these. You can clone some items if you want to. If you want some inspiration, you can go to our website and find more inspiration on how we use components to create uh, these layouts faster, right? So now we have our this ready. Now we have a, see, this is mobile responsive, right? We will change this later, don't worry about that. That we had. Now we have a section. Inside the section, we have container, the one we did earlier. So here I want, in this section I want image, I want this content with this button. And let's see the padding we have from top. From this menu we have 80 from top, and from these logos we have 67, right? I think that's fine because a logo, that image has that opacity down there. So let's say here I'll just choose that section. From top I want to leave 80, and from bottom also leave, let's say 64, not 67 but 64. Now your container will be in the center. So here I want to add a div block, or you can say, let's say here you go, in the elements, v flags, right, means vertical flags, and h flags means horizontal flags. Whatever you will put inside this v flags, it will give you structure like this, right? So let's add a v flags here. Inside this container I'm adding a flex block, vertical. By default it is vertical. So what we had there, we had a heading, we had a paragraph, and we had a button, right? So now it's not looking properly the way we want it, right? So here in the flex box, you see all these properties aligned. Right now it is aligned to the start. Wherever you have a box, from the start it will align your content. What if you align your content to center? If you do center, if you hit center button here, your content will be in the center. If you hit end, then it will start from the right hand side. Let's do center because that is what our requirement is. And still the content is not in the center properly because this paragraph is going outside, right? It is starting from the left align. So what I'll do, I'll just scroll down a bit in the style panel, and I'll inside this typography I have this align again. For the content text, I want to make it center. See, now it's in the center. So let's go and grab our copy here. Let's make that here. I'll show you a max width, how to use a max width for this content in a while. Try scale for free. Here I have a button. I have this button should be large, right? So let's use button and let's use large. Simple, right? Once you have everything predefined, pre-built, a style guide, then it becomes very easier for you to build any layout, any pages in Webflow. Whether in Framer or Wix Studio, you have to create this style guide. Make sure you always have a style guide with you so that it's easier for, see, 24 we have. So here I choose this flexbox, and the row gap I have is 24 between all of them, right? So from this one I just want to remove these margins given by default. I don't want them because I'm adding manually row values, the gaps we have for this paragraph also given by default. This I don't like this. Okay, so now as you can see here, if you click here on this paragraph, it says that here in this width one, it says 451, right? So let's go here to make how you can make it just like we did container, how we auto align them right in the center. We can do the same thing here. Let's say choose your paragraph, max width, inside max width 451, and okay, I think we don't have to do that because we are already using flexbox, so that it is already setting up your content in the middle. Okay, that was your max width. So now if you just review this here, one click, review this and this, same, right? So this is how you create sections and content within Webflow. Okay, so I think we have some padding here also. So let me see, 99, right? Okay, 99. Inside that you have 9, and inside that you have 9. Okay, now it looks perfect to me. Okay, see. Okay, great. I think so far it's good, right? Hope you're enjoying this. If you have any doubts, please leave a comment. I would love to help you out with your queries. Now let's add this image. I'll just go up here after this block. I will add that image, but before that, I will let me add that a V flex again. V flex again here. Here again, I'll hit Control E and image. I'll choose that image from my assets. Let me find that image. Let me find that image. I think this is the image. Okay, this is the image I was looking for, and I will again make it in the center. And I would like to put some padding between the button content and the image 56, as you can see. So let me put some padding from top, or let's say margin 56. Okay, so now you have a nice looking header area, hero area, whatever you can call the fold area, right? That is built with Webflow without writing any code, right? Simple. uh, what else we want to do? We want to add these logos, we want to build these layout also. Okay, now let's start with the logos section. So what I'll do now, I'll just copy paste, let's not copy paste in this one. Let me create another section. This section, inside that I have a container, and container I will always give that container style that we have already created so that it stays in the center. This one has 67 from top and 10 from bottom, but I don't want to add that now because we already have that here, I guess. 67, 64, right? So let's create that section as it is. By default, let me add some padding here so that I have something to create. Okay, I'm just adding. I will remove it at the end, so don't worry about that. Okay, I have a title. So for the title, I will use a text block, a simple. text block. And what does that title says? Join the 2014 business scale, and that one is like 16 pixel medium and 24 pixel line height, and it is uppercase 1624. What was the color was this one. Okay, let's change its color to this. And here, to make it uppercase, here you have to click on this more type options and select this one for uppercase, for this one for your capitalize, and for this one for your lowercase, right? This one. And I want this in the center, and I want to make it like a medium, so that it looks like that. 1624. See, we are building it super fast. And now let me use again a flex box, but a horizontal one. I will go down here, I will again put it inside that one, and I will use all of my logos, the logos I have. Click that image. Let's say this logo I have here, two, three, four, five. I think I have five logos. Yes. Second one is harvest, edge cut. Let's select this harvest, edge card. Don't worry about the layout now. Let's just add the content. We have edge card, and then we have pastel and infinity. Pastel and infinity. Let's look for infinity. Okay, so I have this flex box. What I'll do, already created horizontal because we have logos in the horizontal way. I want them to be in the center. Okay, I don't want them vertically, but I want them horizontally centered. That's why I'm using justify here. Okay, I also want them vertically because if you look at some logos, they are from top, this is large, so some logos might be large in terms of height, so that's why you have to use this in the center, align in the center, so that all your logos will be there. And here let's add a gap called 48. As you can see, we had a column gap. This time we are going to use column because we are working horizontally. 48 for logos, 48 of gap there. As you can see, we have our logo section there, and we have a padding from top. It says I don't know, 32. Let's use from top 32. Okay, so now we have our logo here. So far we have mostly used flexbox, right? See the power of flexbox. You just drag and drop things and adjust them as you want, and you'll have something uh, that is given in your designs by your designer. Here we could have used a grid also, but I don't want to use grid for this simple thing. Grid can be used for this one and for this one, right? For large things. Okay, so now we are going to create this section, these feature sections, and we will link all these sections, home, features, blog, later, right? But for now, let's build this section. We will build it for once, and we will use it, duplicate this for these two times. I'll show you how you can also this swap them. Here I have these sections. I'll just use this section. I'll just create a new section again. Section, inside that I will add a container. Always make sure that you follow this process. This section, let's give it a name, page section. The hero one is the different one, that's why I'm not taking that one. Here I have the padding for section is 104 from top and bottom. Let's use that, top and bottom, 104, 104. Inside that I have a container. Inside that container, let's give it a name. I have to give it a name. Container stays there. And here, as you can see, we can use a grid, a two column grid, one for the image and one for the content. Let's add a grid here. I'll hit Control E, type grid. So I have a grid. I just hit enter. So I have a grid now. Inside this, I just want only one row and two columns. I have two columns. Row one, here there are two rows, I don't want them. only one row, two columns. And what is the gap between them? What is the gap between them? Let's use the gap between them 119. Let's use 120. 120 of the gap of that for rows. Let's use, let's say 40. I think that is good for the mobile one. Here I have I think let's not use 120. Let's not use any gap for now. Well, let's use them later. So I will add a div block inside that grid. I will copy paste that div block again, means I have two div blocks for two columns. So one for the first one, second for the second column. So here I have the image. So I will just pull my image and just drag and drop your image. You can do that too. So this is my image. So here I have this image and I can put that image inside my div block. I have my image in the second div block. For the second column, I have heading, that is h2. See h2, and you have a paragraph. And what else do we have? We have button, a small button, so that is fine. A button, here we can use a button class we already have. Here for the small button heading, what is the heading title? Heading title is that. What is the paragraph? Paragraph is that. Okay. Okay, now we have this h2. Let's again remove that 0 0. I don't want them because I mostly use flexbox. Okay, so now this content is like 15 and 24. So here from this bottom, let's add 15, or let's say 16, and below this paragraph, let's say 24. I always change these names. I don't keep it like this. It's not a good practice. Always make sure you give a proper name. Here, this grid, right? Let's say it should be like features grid. Means if anyone is working on this project, your partner or your teammate, right? They know what is this grid used for. Like this heading h2. Give a proper name. Right now, I'm just to show you how this works and all. That's why I'm taking all these examples. Learn more. Text is more. So here the content is in the center of the image. So how can you do that in CSS grid? Select your div block. On the right hand side panel, you see this align to center. So it's in the center now, as you can see here. So it will be in the center, and the gap we have is like 120. That I think we did it also earlier. 120, and that's it. You have a gap of 120. So here what's happening is you have this 50%. Inside this 50%, we are just leaving padding from here. So I think it is creating our section. Not sure right now. What can we do here? I think it's fine. Let it be like this for now, right? And the next one we can do something else. Let me copy paste this feature grid two times so that we have a layout that we want. Here in the second one, what I'll do is I'll just add a class, combo class. This is called a combo class, reverse, right? Reverse, and I want to send this in the last one. See, this is how easy it is, right? So now you have your content here. So this is how your content will be whenever you are creating this using this grid system in Webflow. You have your content. I know this should be here like this, but let it be like this for now. I don't want to add a spacing there. Let's see the gap between two grids, 80 pixel. Let's add for this grid from the bottom, add 80. So means all the grids that is using these class features grid will have a margin of 80 pixel, but at the last one I don't want, so margin bottom 0. See, I use these class names like this so that I know, okay, I here I'm putting margin bottom, or here I'm adding margin top, for empty for margin top, ml for margin left, all those kind of namings, right? For my understanding how what they will do and all. So here we have a section ready, our feature section. And after the features we have this grid section where we have a section title. So let's do that. Let's go up here. I will show you another thing, the naming thing that I was discussing about. Here, this one, let's go here. Let's delete this grid. I don't want that here. I don't want I don't want to even use this, so let it be. Let's delete that. So here we already have 104 pixel of padding here. I don't want them from top of my this section, so what I'll do, from here, padding top 0, and I will just make it 0, like that. So now that will be like in sync, right? The bottom still has 104 because I have this section, I'm adding 104 here, that's why. So here what I have a section, so I'll just use again v flex. I'll just type v and I have a flex, and here let's use a heading. Here let's add a paragraph for section title. Let's use this heading because this is good, because we're already using h2 for that one. And here you have this latest news. Here you have the latest news. Here you have good question, the sub paragraph or sub headline. Here I will make it in the center. The content is also in the center. After that one, what is the value? 15. Okay, again the same one, so not an issue. 15 from that one, 16, that is the 16. Okay, so we have a section title. Now after the section title we have a grid system again, 56. So let's use, after section, let's add 56 of margin bottom for the section. And inside container, click on the container and add another grid and make it 3 column, only 1 row. And what is the gap between them? 24, right? Let's use 24 for mobile and bottom both, for mobile and desktop both. Here I have that one. I'll just create one and I will use it for all of my blocks. I'll just create one. Here the one div I added, inside that I have image, so let's use image. I have my image. Okay, let's create this and I'll show you how you can add CMS here. And I have another heading, and I have paragraph, and I have a link block button. Link block means I can add image, I can add icons inside this link block, that's why. Okay, so now let's say a text block is there, and let's use an image here. For this icon we have, let me go here and export this icon for you. Team icon, export, and I want this in the png format only. I'll just use that png. I'll just use that here again. Let's look if they have added, not added yet. Okay, let's upload the icon has been uploading, and now select that icon again here. Okay, now we have the icon. So let's make it flexbox. Here, this link block, click on the flex and I align item in the center, And what is the gap that we want to have here? 4 pixel. Let's the column gap should be 4 pixel here. And this is our thumbnail, this is our heading. Let's use h3 because we are already using h2 here. And this is our paragraph or summary. Let's make it this a black color, black. And I don't want to use underline, so that I'll use this cross icon here. Okay, so this is my link. What does it say? Learn more, right? So let's use learn more. So I have my card ready here that I can use it for my blogs. So what I'll do, I'll go to the CMS, I'll click on the CMS. Now the fun part comes in. Create a new collection. I'll create a new collection. Okay, I want blog post. By default, Webflow gives you all these ready-made, pre-made collections that you can use for authors, categories, projects. If you are creating a portfolio website, then it's for projects. Team members, if you want to add a team member, you can do that from here. And just hit create collection. Let's not make it more complex now. I'll just add fake dummy data given by Webflow. Add 5 items. I want to add them here. I have my 5 items here. So now how to get those collections here? So what I'll do, I'll click on this container. I'll hit control E and I'll just type collection list. See, collection. If I just type call, it shows me collection list. I'll just click collection list. Okay, so now you have your collection list. Then source, where the data comes from. We have blogs, right? Not from the e-commerce. We have created this in the last video I showed you. Let's say blog post. So it will show you how, let's say you have 5 blogs, right? It will show you all the data that you have inside that blog post, inside this list. Let's take a name of this grid. And for this collection list, let's make it let's give it a same name, grid. As you can see, I have my grid here. I have 3 columns, and inside the grid we had created this div block. Let's copy that and put that inside this collection item. I'm just adding that. I'll just delete this because I have these items here. See, as you can see, all the blocks that I have inside my collection list will be visible here. 8 items, right? It shows me 8 items right now, means 3, 6 and 8. Collection list here on my page, you can see I'm showing only 3 blocks, right? So let's use only 3. Let's not use many. So on the settings of this collection list, here you have filters, sort order, and paginate items or limit items. I want to limit items by only 3, show only 3 items. Now, how you can connect these items, headings, paragraphs, and images? Click on the image, come on the settings side. Here on the right hand side, get image from the database. It shows you the thumbnail, right? The thumbnail. And what about the heading? Click on the heading. The same thing, follow the same thing here. Heading, and here let's say summary, post summary. And for this link block, click on this link block. It will work like a link. And this one is for our link page, the detail page, current blog post, means all the blog post. If I click here, so I can view this blog post page, the detail blog post page. If I click this one, the same thing, and goes for other, right? So here I have content. So so here you can add your blog like this in using the CMS. Right? For CMS, easy. And I think we right now we have to build these 2 sections. So let's go again and create them. Let's say again, adding a section. Instead that I can add a container. Inside that container, okay, let's set the color first. Section, I'll go in the style. I'll use the background color, the one we have saved earlier, brand color. And what is the gap I'm adding here? 80 from top and bottom for the padding of the section. 80 and 80. Inside that I have this container, and let's give it a name again. Again, name, you have content, two column grid again. Let's use a grid. Make sure you always name your grids and your items. Here, just for the demo purpose, I'm not naming anything. 120, let's use 120 again. 120. Okay, here on the left hand side, column, first column for the div, second column for the div. Here I have heading. Here, after that I have a paragraph, and after that I have a button. Okay, and on the second column I have image. Let's use that image here. I think this is the one that I'm using there. Okay, let's make this div block in the center. You know this now that I use this align to make it in the center. And here you have this content. It says encourage fast. I'll change the heading style, so don't worry now. Schedule a call. And below this I have a simple text block. I can add that. Sorry for that. I can add that. Not required. Okay. Okay, I'll just do this, that. Okay, so this is my, I think we are using H2 here. So let's use H2 here. Let's make it white. Okay, this one is my white color, and this one is also white but little bit off white. So I'll just use a random color from here. And for this one I'm using button large, but I'm using a white button with a black color. So button large, just add another white. Here select white. For its color, go to color, select black. So now you have your button also like the design. And no credit card required is also using this color. So let me use this here. Let's use that here again. Okay, so we have our heading, paragraph and all. Let's use some padding thing. 24, 24. Let's use 24, 24. Let's use, I'm not using a flexbox here right at the moment. Let's using 24, right? I think these can be 16 for better visibility. And for this button, for this one, okay, for this one, I don't know why this is clicking two times. Okay, from margin bottom, I want 0, 0, and from top, let's say 16 or 8. Okay, 8. I'm using 8 from top. Okay, so I have my CTF block ready here, and what else I have? I have this footer. So for footer, let's look at Webflow and see if they already have any footer sections for us. Let's see layouts. In the layouts I have this hero, footer, features, testimonials, and the footers we already have. But let me see if we can footer, footer dark, footer light, footer light. Okay, let's use footer light. Okay, I think we have something down here, and let's not use that. Let's use our container. Let's use our container to match with our brand. Here we have, we don't want to use this because we don't have that thing there here, but we can use, okay, let me use something down here. Let's use logo. Let's not use any text there. Let's use logo like Webflows, right? And you have links, get in touch, and app download. These links you can change this. I'll just show you. Get in touch and app download. So few things we don't have, we will remove them. Links, for links, what is the font size? 16 pixel and the medium with black color. Medium 16, 24. Let's make it 24, and 16, 24, and regular. Okay, let it be like this. Let's not use that, and let's use our color. What was our color? 680. That color we had, and here's that here. Okay, so I think we have something down here. uh, Now, not going to add these links now. Let it be like whatever is Webflow is providing, and let's add this app download. We don't have that, right? We will customize whatever they are providing. We will customize them. So here, as you can see, here we have this form block. We don't want that form block. The last one, we don't want that form block. What do we want? We want app download. So as you can see, it's not properly like what we have on our design. So I'll just change that in a while. So here we have link block 2. From top it is 20. So let me use a link block, and inside that let me add this one. Let's say we have Google, we have App Store, link elements can, okay, I'm not pasting them inside. Okay, from 20 we have 20. From top we have, let's say, 20. To link block 2, if you just write and use the existing names you have here, I will use App Store icon. Okay, I think we have something that is already there. We don't have this. Let's keep it like this. I think it's looking good. We don't have anything here, but let's keep it like this. Where they have this and a footer. From bottom they have this one. I don't want that border line. Top is fine. Right, let's change this to our. Okay, so not looking like this, right? These are on the side and this is on the left hand side. Let's make it like that. So here they are using a flexbox, and I mostly don't use flexbox when it comes to. Let me first use put this here. I don't use flex blocks when it comes to footer, because footers I always prefer to use grid, css grid. I want to have, uh let's say 1 2 3 4 column grid, right? 2 4, and only one row there. And here what I'll do now, in the grid I'll just drag this first one. Therefore I'll just drag this on this side, so that let's say 50 50, something like that, 3. So now if you look at this and our design, it looks little similar. So here we have this grid. Let me use a heading that we have here also. Let's not use the logo. I don't want the logo because I want it to be like our design. Here I think we can use h2 or h3 and get h3, and here we have app. After app we have new line, so I'll just hit enter, shift enter for that inside that line. Okay, here let's use this 0 so that everything is aligned top. I think this is how you create in Webflow. See the design we have. I'm keeping this. I don't want to remove that one. Okay, let's remove that. This one we had from there. Okay, so I think this is it. Here our landing page is ready. So now let's say, let's call it this section, let's link them up with this inline or on page linking, right? Section linking, let's call this section first section and call it hero. And the section was, this one is like features, this one is like news, this one is like CTA, and this is our footer. I think we don't want the footer now. So home, click on the home link on this right hand side in the section. This one is the page section, the third one. It says page section. I want this to go to the hero. I want this to link to my features. I want this blog one to link to my news, and I want this sign up to link to my CTA. So as you just click here, let's say home, your blog, click blog. If you click on sign up, it will take you to sign up section. So this is how you can link this inline one. So this one also, again, I think we can use it for our hero, for the home hero. That's it. I think this is how you create a landing page in Webflow. I hope you have learned something from this video. It's we have mostly used flexbox and CSS grid and the style guide that I have created initially to create a layout, whatever kind of layout that you have in front of you. You can easily convert them with this system that I just showed you. I use this system in all of my clients' projects and my own projects.